So I hope my screen and my voice is clear to everyone.
Yes, Dr. Mohit, you're visible and we can hear you.
Okay, Vipsha. So let's start. So hello everyone. A very good evening to all. Today we are going to discuss an innovative, cutting-edge omics logic training program called Introduction to Omics Logic, which is designed to infer biological insights from big data and gain in-depth knowledge from guided workflows, courses, and publication-based project examples. So everyone who are joining for the first time, my name is Mohit Mazumdar, and I'm one of the global representatives of Pine Biotech. In my current role, I am working with undergraduates, postgraduates, and PhD students, as well as scientists and researchers for bioinformatics research and training, collaborating with universities in India and Africa to provide support for bioinformatics research training. I have completed my PhD in computational biology, and I've been working with academia and industry to solve important research questions which are related to biomedical research, agriculture, biotechnology. So today, the world is seeing this biomedical data sciences as a great opportunity to solve some of the unanswered questions that require immediate attention. So as we can see and as we are hearing from all the things that are going around us, we are very much now want to understand how this healthcare industry, how this biomedical industry is utilizing and using data. So based on my experience and based on what we are doing today, I am going to present to all of you the omics logic technology. So so the question is why it is important in research. In today's world, data analysis is playing part in all stages of research, right? So, and it has been only possible due to advancements in research and a century of inquisitiveness for us to learn more. So, big data in biology has an important role in shaping our understanding of living beings better. And data has always been an integral part of life sciences, but the availability of this computational power, the volume and heterogeneity of data have increased so much. And to make sense of this large volumes of data available, a biologist need to be able to know the processes and the methodologies to interpret the data, right? And this is where the biggest challenge is there for a biologist, for a clinician, for a bioinformatician. So the data, the person who is generating the data, the biologist or the clinician, the person who is doing the analysis, and also the decision makers who are kind of interpreting from that data are able to come up with are able to come up with solution strategies using these tools in bioinformatics and data science, right? So our company is helping and contributing by providing these resources, solutions, and training for research and education in biomedical informatics. So since 2017, we have been developing an innovative approach to incorporate bioinformatics training, educational materials, and biomedical specializations into high school, undergraduate, graduate degrees around the world. So Omics Logic is a program for bioinformatics training that was developed by a group of by a team and an effort of a team. So what we discussed today and what we will be discussing today throughout this presentation is actually a result of hard work by an amazing team led by our company co-founders, Dr. Alfred Tauber and Dr. Leonard Brodsky. So Dr. Tauber, who comes from medical background, has an extensive expertise in oncology, immunology, bioinformatics, and has been recognized internationally for his generous support to many of the research projects and initiatives. Dr. Leonard Brodsky is the director of Tower Bioinformatics Research Center, University of Haifa, and he is an expert bioinformatician and biostatistician. He has numerous publications that have been and tools that have been developed over the years. And the rest of the team, a very small team, but a very efficient team, working with Tauber Bioinformatics Research Center and other university partners, our CEO, Ilya Brodsky, our computational scientist, Avi Titieski, Dr. Harpreet Kaur, who is here today with us, our Omics Logic trainer, Joshua is our web developer, and Julia is a PhD in bioinformatics and our project mentor. You have me here, and Beepsha as well, our community manager and the person in charge of communication. So, as I was telling you, that working with these academic partners like Tauber Bioinformatics Research Center at the University of Haifa, Israel, Georgetown University Medical Center in Washington, Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge. So Pine Biotech has developed a comprehensive resources to make cutting edge bioinformatics resources and bioinformatics really accessible. So a major, so it introduces multi-omics data types, as well as approaches for big data processing, analysis, data visualization for effective handling of big data generated in life science research and biotechnology. So as a result of these collaborations, Omics Logic and our programs and trainings have been thoroughly tested around the world and are known to lead to excellent outcomes for students with minimal bioinformatics background. That includes like background in biology or biomedical studies, as well as med school students and all those faculty who are interested in bioinformatics and data science and biomedical research. So this has been recognized, and our education has also been recognized by prestigious uh, challenges and different certifications that we have got recognition throughout throughout these years. So telling you more about these Omics Logic programs. So the goal of these kind of training and this Omics Logic program is to provide training in bioinformatics, enabling independent research that are guided by mentors and peer examples. So we are developing a growing community with a shared passion for data science research and appreciation for this citizen science or citizen scientist role that we can all play in these demanding times. So we are enabling students, clinicians, and faculty of all background to develop these novel independent projects using latest technologies in life science and applying data science technology and techniques that you will be seeing in the next part of this presentation, and I'll be demonstrating you that. But to tell you more that how this actually works, the goal of Omics Logic program is to uh, help student community, help faculties, and also help universities. So our online programs and training include several components. So in this training program, Omics Logic, Introduction to Omics Logic, we will be combining online sessions, and we will have a self-guided study material that you will be taking throughout this 1 month course. And then you will also be doing hands-on experiments on our TBioinfo platform. And if you're interested to go beyond coding, so here you don't require any coding expertise. And if you want to go beyond GUI to coding, then we have another platform that we will be showing you in a while, uh, discussing that. So another important aspect of this kind of experience and learning and training is the interactive nature of this learning. So in India, our support team includes experts in bioinformatics. We have marketing specialists, technical who knows the technical use of the platform, and also experienced interns from IIT Delhi, JNU, AIMS, and other universities and institutes across the states of India. So a number of support team members will also be supporting this program and facilitating the educational activities. So that entire experience is very fruitful for people who are doing this for the first time, who are hesitant and who have no experience and are beginners to bioinformatics. So it has been almost 2 years that we started piloting our Omics Logic training, organizing webinars, workshops, collaborative courses, training programs, and started to work with faculty and scientists in reputed institutes on their research projects, and helping them translate those research projects to kind of collaborative proposals or grant proposals. So using these resources developed in collaboration and our research and academic teams, we have been working on exciting research areas, applying bioinformatics and data science to next generation sequencing data and clinical data. So the application, so genomics as such and NGS technologies do offer exciting tools that can help to resolve transcriptome and genome-wide DNA modification and techniques such as these at a very high resolution. So that's the difference, right? So these methods can be used to characterize individual cells like single cell transcriptomics with highly complex tissue organization. So you can see tissue wise differentiation and understand those molecular interactions at a very high resolution. So to broadly describe the application of NGS data, so these methods are commonly used in a variety of biomedical research and clinical projects where large data sets are beginning to be more and more available. So now that is one thing that has changed quite a bit, is the availability of data. So these technologies or application of these technologies we're using, using for infectious disease research, using for data science, application of data science into these fields of virology. We have a lot of projects, proposals, and project work that we did in the summer and throughout this year 2020 on COVID-19, and many of them went on to present and publish those studies using our multi-omics AI guided platform, and the courses and the tutorials that are converted from publications. And there you will find the entire process to be more and more guided, because over the years that has been our motto to kind of translate this experience into materials that can be helped in learning and training. And we have been working on different areas of research, including metagenomics, agriculture, plant sciences, neurosciences, oncology, and precision oncology. So it has been a fascinating and very thrilling journey. But to, I mean, broadly describe the application of bioinformatics in today's world, and especially in pharma and industry, these methods are commonly used in a variety of biomedical research and clinical projects where large data sets are there. So these include patient stratification, like you have to classify patients and give them a personalized medication. Then disease classification and diagnostics. So there's a huge role that it plays in those areas. So identification of potential responders to a therapy. So that is being quite widely used, where we are collecting these information at a omics or a genetic level, and that is implied to those therapies. Biomarker discovery is one of the strongest tool that we use because of the genome wide understanding and the transcriptome wide understanding of all the genes and all the proteins and stuff like that. So it has several application, from biomarker discovery to toxicity to drug action, mechanism of drug action, target discovery, drug repurposing and repositioning. So there's a lot of application. So what we are trying to do is, by bringing together mentors and a community that learns from peers that we will be talking about as well, we help incorporate these latest technologies into every aspects of life science education. And so that is being divided into different levels: beginners, intermediate, and advanced. So, the Omics Logic training programs, as I was telling you about, and the resources that are utilized are customized. So, as the world is moving towards personalization, we believe that education requires also personalization, because people come from different background, people come from different different educational level, and we have been working with people from different backgrounds and people from different geographies. So that has helped us design these programs to be very specific for someone's specific need, right? So as I was telling you that the resources that we utilize are customized based on the background and the interest of the student and faculty. So the introductory programs that are designed for also high school students help them to, this introduction to bioinformatics is a introduction to omics logic is an introductory program where we are going to introduce you to these technologies and the application of big data in biology. So what you are learning along with this and along with the other benefits that you get is to be a part of international bioinformatics research community, learn and interact from PhD level industry and academic mentors, develop an appreciation for data in life sciences. That's pretty important. And then participate in research and contribute as a citizen scientist. You can compete in conferences, you can present in conferences, science fairs, and present your work as well. And the level two, when we gain from what we have learned from level one, when we are comfortable, we move to level two, where we are looking into the application of biology as data science in these several fields. And then we have the level three, where we are moving from application to discovery. So today, I'm kind of going to talk to you about level one, mostly because that's the course. Introduction to Omics Logic starts from level one, so that we can progress to level two and level three and kind of do something really nice in the next year, starting as soon as possible. So as as much as I want to move forward to the next part of the presentation, but as I'm the only person who's been talking here, so in the next part of the session, I'll take you through the level one or the beginners training program. But before we do that, it would be really nice to know about everyone who has joined this meeting. So it would be great if you could tell us a little bit more about yourself, like your background, interest in bioinformatics research, stuff like that. So please write down in the chat if you can about yourself, and we'll be looking at those chat entries and kind of try to understand that what different levels the students are in this in today's meeting. Hello, Vibha. Thank you for sharing. So, Vibha, you're doing masters in biotechnology. Okay, that's good. Hi, Tulsi. Good evening, Afshan. So, yeah, hi. You're doing B biotechnology. That's great. So, you're an engineering student. Okay. Okay, we have also Bhargavi here. Bhargavi is doing a master's in system biology. That's exciting. System biology is something that we do at an advanced level, and it's really exciting to have you here, Bhargavi. Bhupendra, hi Bhupendra. You are in BSc Honors Biotechnology first year. That's great. And we have Shraddha. She is doing masters in biotechnology first year. Tulsi is in microbiology, so we have a microbiologist amongst us. That's great. So a lot of application of bioinformatics in today's world, and today in these times, especially COVID times, a lot of virologists and microbiologists are working on different aspects of data that are being utilized and used by the companies as well. So it's great to know that. Okay, we have Mona Lisa here. She's doing masters in biotechnology. We have Neha here. She's doing BSc biotechnology. Bhaskar. Hi, Bhaskar. So you're from MIT University, Kolkata. It's great to know. We do have a lot of students from MIT University, Kolkata, and maybe many of the seniors might know us. And we have been doing a lot of programs in MIT University, Kolkata, interacting. And before the COVID times, we were also doing uh, the workshops in the university with the students. So there was a lovely interaction with the faculty. So it's great to know that. Okay, hi Rashmi. So you okay, great. Rashmi, we have a PhD as well. So Rashmi is again doing a PhD in system biology. Okay, okay, nice to have Dr. Pritish here. Dr. Pritish here is from AIMS Pharmacology. Hi, Dr. Pritish. Okay, we do have a collaboration in AIMS in pathology, if I am correct. Yeah, that's great to know. Hi, Shubham. Yeah, Shubham is a JRF. Akash is here. Biotechnology, MSc Electronics. And how can I apply PhD in data science? So Shubham has a question. So Shubham is an MSc Electronics, and how you can apply PhD in data science. So what we are discussing here, Shubham, is about biological data. And if you have interest in biological and clinical data, I think this platform and technology is going to help you a lot. And applying data science and those techniques actually applies on data. So any kind of data you can learn, and learn and apply those techniques once you have a better understanding of those algorithms and what they do to the data. But in this program, we are discussing it in the context of biological data and mostly genetic data. Okay, hi Brinda. So you're a research scholar and computational chemist with 1.7 years of experience. That's good. So I have fair kind of experience in computational chemistry, and doing a lot of docking and simulation studies and like modeling. So it would be great to discuss more. Hi, Dr. Ruma. It's a pleasure to have you here. Dr. Ruma is a PhD and a toxicologist. So yeah, we kind of did discuss a little bit, but a lot of application in toxicology of big data as well. So, hi Manisha, you are doing BSc in MLS. So, if I have to interpret MLS, it will be difficult. But anyways, thank you for sharing. And hi Hemant, MSc in biochemistry from MIT University, Haryana. System biology and bioinformatics. That's great. So yeah, the broader application of this is to understand the system. So system biology is kind of is the answer, but a lot of information requires to reach us to that stage. And today there are so many opportunities that are there to do this in a very in a manner that would be really con- really a contribution to science and research. So yeah, glad to have you all here. Okay, thank you everyone for the introduction and for telling us more about yourself. And now I think let's look at what we will be doing in our program that is going to start from 7th of January 2021. Okay, so now let's begin with the review of topic and curriculum that will be covered during this 1 month training program. So in this 1 month period, as I was telling you, that Omics Logic programs, and you will have the opportunity to interact and collaborate with an international team of experts specialized in the area of bioinformatics and data driven research. So, let me introduce you to the program mentors, including me. I have already told you about myself and the speakers of the other speakers. So, here we also have Dr. Harpreet Kaur, and she'll be talking in some time, but she is our Omics Logic trainer and expert bioinformatician who will mentor sessions and guide you through the program. Her area of specialization is cancer genomics. She has done a PhD and have gone through this uh, understanding from a perspective of a biologist. So she has gone through and published a lot of research articles in these areas of big data and application of data science in bioinformatics. And then we have Ilya Brodsky. Ilya Brodsky is our our CEO and co-founder of the company. His experience is in research and academia, and that has led to many research, collaborations with research labs, university collaborations, and has been recognized for simplified approach to understand omics analysis for education and for research as well. We also have Dr. Julia Panov. She has a PhD in bioinformatics and specialization in neuroscience, and she's been currently working with TBRC, Tauber Bioinformatics Research Center. So these will be your program mentors, along with a team of interns who are working with us every day on research projects, on different aspects of how we work and how we kind of do these trainings and help students and faculty and universities to do this at a larger scale. So the first week that will be starting from Monday will be an introduction to big data and bioinformatics. So this entire week will be about how big data is changing bioinformatics, learning about the application, the kind of data that you see and get scared of. So making you more comfortable with all the resources. So the purpose of this entire week is to give you access and understanding of various resources that are associated with this program. So there are a lot of resources that are associated with our Omics Logic programs, and these are intensive programs because it has sessions, it has resources, it has practical assignments, and practical training as well. So I think to take you down to the resources, Dr. Harpreet will go with you through those resources in some time. But in the first week, we will learn to access the study material and come up with questions that you wanted to ask, the questions that you have about bioinformatics, the questions that you have about this learning, and that how can you progress, how can you make the most out of this program. So those kind of questions are what we will be expecting from you from the week one. And the study materials, so the asynchronous courses like introduction to bioinformatics are one of the best way to learn at your own pace. So you don't have to be like hurried upon to learn from these interactive sessions only. So along with these interactive sessions, you will always have access in this entire program to asynchronous material, which means that you can learn at your own pace as well, within that frame of time, within that week, of course, so that you can also start covering the other topics that we kind of plan to cover in this entire program. But what I was telling you, that these introductory courses planned for the first week have been taken by almost like thousands of students across the globe and have helped researchers identify their area of research. So the first session with mentors will be on 7th January 2021 at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So in this session, we will have sections for theory, practicals, quizzes, and assignments. So the quizzes and assignments and the practicals and the theory will also be conveyed before the session, when the week actually starts, so that you will have time to go through all of these. And then on Thursday, when we are going to have a session, you can ask us all of the questions that you have, all of the confusions and all the problems that you have faced, so that those can be resolved. And the entire week will be focused on this orientation, introduction to these research areas, so that you can develop an interest and develop a research idea of your own, if not to progress through this training. So after learning about the platforms and getting comfortable with the Omics Logic technology, in the second week, we will start learning about genomics and the changes that happens to the genetic code by working on a NGS genomics dataset that is used in the genomics series. So we have introduction to genomics, genomics 1 and genomics 2 that are planned for this entire week. So these are this is an introductory course that we expect all of you to finish by second week. But you can also progress to the advanced courses, and you will have access to the advanced courses also in this program, which explains genomic in research, where you will learn about data pre-processing, mapping and alignment, variant calling, annotation, and other pre-processing tools, post-processing tools, and like differential variant calling and all those technical things that you wanted to learn and apply to research. So this is like a springboard. Here you start learning about it, and then when we have the session on 14th January, 7 p.m. again, you can have all those questions answered, the issues with the assignments and all the problems that you have faced. We will also cover if you have a problem in understanding one of the concepts, we will be covering those in the session and help you guide through this entire week to learn genomics. So this entire week will be focused and dedicated to genomics. So the third week, when we move, and like as we have many microbiologists amongst us, and many of us are also utilizing and thinking about how microbes and pathogens operate, and how to study them, and how to come up with strategies to kind of understand, to come up with strategies to stop these infections. So it relates from genomics to metagenomics. So metagenomics, you can say that it's DNA of microbes. So learning about the DNA of microbes communities. And metagenomics, we have three courses. So we have also introduction to metagenomics, which we expect you to finish in this week. But we also have metagenomics 1 and metagenomics 2, which takes you to advanced technologies like data 2 pipeline, phyloseq, and all those phylogenetic analysis that you can do and learn about the operational taxonomical units, and how it actually relates in different research areas. So there is also American gut project that is there as a project available, and you will be learning them about the in the course, and also how the how it relates to human health. So that is one thing that is well covered in metagenomics. And if you're interested in learning about metagenomics, this is the week where we will be covering metagenomics. And then we will have a similar session on on Thursday, 21st January, where we will be discussing about the analysis. So you will also learn about the analysis in the courses during this week, starting from Monday, or if you start on, or you can start early as well, because you will have access to all of these courses, and you can even start before we taking these sessions, so that you kind of are prepared that if you have any questions, and if you have any projects in your head that you wanted to kind of discuss with experts and mentors, so that you utilize this session to the most. So after doing that, after learning about two very important technologies, genomics and metagenomics, in the last week of the month, we will be talking and discussing about transcriptomics. So transcriptomics, data analysis, and gene expression data, or quantifying RNA, is being utilized from a very early starts, from very beginning of research. So it does play a critical role in understanding. And I was talking about biomarker discovery, I was talking about understanding how these proteins play part when you see it in a pathway of a disease related pathway or something like that. How can you correlate these genes to their expression, to the effect that they're causing for in the context of a disease, or in the context of learning about a mechanistic detail about in biology. So transcriptomics will be covered in the fourth week, but you will have access to transcriptomics 1, 2, and 3. So transcriptomics 1, 2, and 3 are like guidelines for RNA-seq research, because they start from very basic about quantification, about like how we came from um, northern blotting to microarrays to NGS, and then what is NGS technology, how this is used in NGS technology, gene expression data, and the examples data sets are there. So there are 2 example data sets covered in three of these courses that you will get access to, and these data sets are based out of real publications, big data analysis. So you will be looking at cancer subtypes to learn about gene expression, and how do you come from raw read using these innovative and intuitive and easy to use platform based learning. So what we are trying to do here is to make this a visual experience for you, so that it is color coded for better understanding that which section is for what, because you see that here there are multiple algorithms that kind of completes this complex workflow. But to simplify this, there are like, obviously there is one kind of objective that I wanted to come out of using these algorithms. There's one objective to use this algorithm. So telling you about the objective and the logic of analysis is what we are trying to do here using these platforms, so that one learns about how to apply these algorithms to which kind of data sets these algorithms apply to, and what you can expect out of this analysis. That's also very important, because we can say that data can do this and data can do that, and we can do 100,000 things, but in reality, it the the analysis is as good as the data. So we have to understand that what capability this data set actually has, and to do this very easily, we have created this entire training experience, so that you get the experience of working on these kind of data sets, so that you can come up with your own research idea, research proposal, and contribute as well. So week 4 will be dedicated to that, and then we kind of give you uh, then we'll have the session, of course, to discuss all of these aspects, and then we will kind of progress to a bioinformatics certification if you have successfully completed this training in 1 month. And you get to earn two kinds of or several kinds of certificates. Like you get to have a program certificates, and then we have asynchronous courses that are associated with this program. So you get to do like 10 to 12 other courses and get these online certifications as well. So these are some of the benefits, but to tell you more about why and how, so that we have been doing this in all around US, especially in the US, Israel, India, and Africa, and have heard wonderful reviews from our participants who have taken this and taken it to the next level. So to before I kind of go into the next levels that we discussed, and kind of how do you progress from step 1 to step 2 to a discovery stage, to that we will discuss. But before that, I would like to invite Dr. Harpreet here to take you through the platforms that will help you to go through this learning, and how this entire Omics Logic program is structured. To tell you more about that, I would like to invite Dr. Harpreet.
Thank you, Dr. Mohit. So, hello everyone. Let me share my screen. Okay, so hello everyone. Myself, Harpreet Kaur, and I am Omics Logic Bioinformatics trainer. And today, first I will take you to the organization page of this upcoming program, that is Introduction to the Omics Logic India 2021. So this is the main page, and you can register, you can ask for the register here. So let me just share this link with you so that you can register for the membership. So once you are there, so this is our main educational platform. Here you can request for the registration. And when you're registering, you can register with your email ID. So once you are there, And next, under this space, you will get information related to the first, what are different courses that we are going to cover in during this program. So if you click on these courses, and here it is kind of virtual classroom, and you will find different courses. Like already Dr. Mohit has told you that there are the different courses, we are different topics that we are going to cover during each of the week. And for example, we are going to start first week with the introduction to the bioinformatics. So once you register in this courses, free as well, and you can even take this course right now, because this is the free course after registering to after your registration. And this introduction to the genomics is also free. And then there are these are the preliminary or the introductory courses. Then we have important and other courses like genomics 1, transcriptomics 2, transcriptomics 3. So all these courses, once you registered successfully, you have membership in this program, and you will have all the free access to all these courses. So let me take you one of the courses. So this is one of the introductory course. Here you can these are the synchronous courses, and you will find the curriculum here. For example, each of the and this is very small course, and you it won't take much time. So in each of these sections with the videos as well, the we have compiled the information from different places, and make into a simplest course, and you can go through this course. Like for example, first part is just introducing you with the big data bioinformatics. The next part, how this bioinformatics and big data is actually useful for the in the healthcare industry. And then actually what are different application of this bioinformatics in different fields like agriculture, environmental sciences, and the other, it could be in the defense, etc. And then it will also introduce you the one of the very important platform, that is T-Bioinfo platform. This is a server where you can perform execute your various analysis using big data from multi-omics data types. It could be genomics, transcriptomics. And then the other courses like genomics. So here you will get the overview of the genomics and exactly what are the genomic variations, and how you can actually compute the genomic variation for the data. And this course will provide you the detail regarding that. Similarly, if you are interested in the transcriptomics data, that is RNA expression data, so if you have already gone through some literature, and you will understand currently there are a lot of biomarkers are actually studied in the different aspect, in the specifically in the health aspect, and they are based on the RNA. So this first transcriptomics course is actually completing provide you a holistic view that how we should proceed from raw sequencing data to eventually to perform NGS RNA-seq data analysis. So it will provide you the details regarding each of the steps and the logics behind that, and what algorithm we should use. And it will provide you the complete regarding details regarding NGS RNA-seq data analysis, specifically the all the processing steps. So once you have gene expression data table from the raw sequencing data, so what kind of but types of statistical methods are available, that are and why we should use a particular method, that will be covered under the transcriptomics 2. And then the third transcriptomic, that is transcriptomics 3. So that will actually provide you details regarding how you can perform machine learning on your data. So any one of you able to register to this educational platform? Just let me know. Just type yes if you're able to register to this educational platform. So these courses actually provide you the complete holistic view and understanding. And then during these sessions, you can start your courses even before going into the program when we are going to hold the sessions.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, it shows membership can be cancelled at any time. So what does it means exactly?
Deepsa, can you answer this question?
Yeah, Dr. Preet. So
Yeah.
that is for so when you join this program, so it's a 1 month program. So for example, you were able to do genomics, and you were able to do maybe introduction to bioinformatics, but it was your focus on those, your major focus was on those, and you also want to do transcriptomics and do go into depth of those courses by doing those courses. So it you can extend your membership to the second month, and we will have the same sessions, and you will have access to the mentor support for the second month as well. So but you can at the same time cancel your membership at any point of time when you don't want to continue. So that's the button for that, to so that you can cancel the membership as well. That option is there as well, and you can extend your membership for the next month also.
So I
Okay,
hope
so thanks for that.
Yeah, no
so
problem.
I hope it is clear to you. Okay, so the under the transcriptomics too, once you have actually RNA gene expression data table, so why we need some pre-processing of this data? What kind of normalization techniques required to execute any statistical or machine learning analysis? So these the transcriptomics 2 course will cover that part, and how you can perform differential gene expression analysis, t-test, and how you can actually biologically interpret meaning from the data. Besides, you will also learn about regression, factor regression analysis, and why under what condition what type of statistical method is actually important. So the logic behind that you will learn under this transcriptomics 2 course. And then we have the third transcriptomics 3. So most of you must be familiar with that. These days, AI is playing a very crucial role in designing the biomarkers. So how you can employ this AI techniques, various machine learning techniques, could be unsupervised machine learning, it could be the supervised machine learning techniques. So what are the supervised machine learning algorithms, and how you can execute those algorithms on your data, and eventually what biological meaning that you can derive from your data using these methods. So deep understanding regarding that all these methods you will get through this courses, that is transcriptomics 3. So beside, if you are interested in learning single cell genomics or single cell transcriptomics, then transcriptomics 4 courses dedicated to that part. So these are the major courses, and then we have a courses on the metagenomics. So then we have the courses on the even the biomedic this BioML, that is how we can apply various machine learning techniques. And then this is the forum. So here in the forum, we will like here we have already posted different posts, and you can also ask questions, your question as well. So like what are the assignment and courses you should cover during the week 1, and what courses and assignment you should cover during the week 2, and we are going to post all those questions as well as all those resources and assignments here under the forum under different topics. So then different session recordings that we are going to actually execute, and we are going to post those session recordings under here. Then what are the technical sources, or the what are different publications related to a particular research query, and those are actually posted under this technical sources. Besides, if you have any question regarding your if you're facing any issue while going through any course, or by which you are not understanding, and you can post those queries under this forum. Then under this syllabus, we will going to provide a syllabus for each of these weeks, and then this would be the progress. So if you go to this menu, and here you will find different resources and the progress. Once you are completing, or any participant that is completing a particular course, or that would be, you can check your progress. And these are actually indicated by 3 different colors. It could be the pink one when you are going through some coding lessons. If you are going to you are using a server, that is T-Info server, and I will just will go to the server just in a couple of minutes. And then if you are completing a course, that is indicated by this yellow color. So if you have completed, suppose uh, transcriptomics 1 course, or the introduction to the bioinformatics, then with each course you are actually getting some points. Like if with the one course you will get a 500 points whenever you complete one course. And if you're running a some particular pipeline, so it's like you will gain nearly 250 points for each of your analysis. So then I'm just showing you that once you created your account on the educational platform, you must complete your profile. So how a complete profile looks like, let me just show you. Here you can complete, you can link your social media accounts with this account, so that if we can also check out later with you. And if some party and if somebody is interest have a similar research with research interest that is actually linked also your research interest, that person can also connect to you your link through your LinkedIn or the Facebook or other social media accounts. And here you will provide the details regarding you, what you are actually up to. And then you are providing the social media links. And under this courses, you will get all the certificates for the courses that you have completed. Then in the activity area, so each of activity or that you are executing, that is shown under this activity. So then let me just show you the here, for example, here. So if I have run a particular pipeline, RNA-seq demo pipeline, so it will be shown here under the activity area. Then under this courses, whatever the courses that you have completed, you will get the all the courses, that how many courses you have completed. And then under this certificates, you will get all the, you will find all the certificates that you have completed for each of your courses. So then this is our main educational platform. Then the another platform, that is Codeomics Logic. So let me just take you there as well. So I'm just posting this link here. So here, once you're registered with your email ID, so whatever the email ID you are using for any of your account, like if you are using for the educational platform, then you have this Codeomics Logic platform. And then we have another that is server. So you should use the same ID, so that your points, whenever you're doing any activity, so your points should be collected. And for example, what are the different courses here? Let me just take you there. For as we have already gone through the different courses like genomics, transcriptomics. So here you will get all the courses there, here as well, for the genomics, metagenomics, then introductory courses on the bioinformatics. Here you will also learn about how you, if you are interested to learn how the programming in the R and the Python. For example, in the data science or the for the bioinformatics, then what kind of genomics analysis and metagenomics. Then if we go to the load more, and here you will find the courses like a transcriptomics. So if I go to this particular course and any of the course, here you will find different courses, different lessons here as well. So all the lessons are covered here. So how you can load your data, then for example, let me just go to this data visualization in R as well as the Python. So this is a very simple program. This is simple platform. Here at the first part, you will get the details regarding, for example, here step by step actually explanation is provided. The first step, that is understand the problem. It will explain exactly why we are going to perform a particular analysis. For example, here we are going to do the data visualization. So it will explain you the importance of the data visualization. And then here you will get the details regarding in a step-wise manner each of the step, that how we can actually visualize our data in R. So each step is explained here, and once you learn that, then we can go to the next step. So how we can perform a particular type of, we can visualize data in the form of bar plot or the box plot or the heat map. So what how these we can write a code for that. So each of these step is explained under the learn the code. So here code is breakdown into the different code blocks so that you can understand each and every step. And once you're able to learn that code, in the next part, that is try yourself. Here you can write and modify your code yourself. And for example, here I am just going to run this code. So you can modify this code as well. So each of the step is explained here again. So you can modify this code and learn about coding in the R, as well as similarly you can learn in the Python. So once you complete it, and then you're able to complete this lesson, and after completing any of the courses, and then you will get the points for that, 200 or the 500 points. So this is our the second platform. So then we have a third platform, that is T-bind for server. So here you can also create your request the account for this. And if you look at this platform, here we have different, this whole platform is divided into the subsections based on the multiomics data type. For example, NGS data type, then mass spec data, then the structural biology, and the data integration and modeling. So under the NGS data, this section is further subdivided into the transcriptomics, genomics, then this is also under the metagenomics. So from here, beside, if you want to perform any data exploratory analysis, so there the different types of analysis or algorithms are available under the supervised analysis, unsupervised analysis, and utilities, factor regression analysis, and differential gene expression analysis. And all the participants that have actually registered to this program, and all these tools and the platforms are actually freely accessible to all of you. So how we can perform any analysis? So this is, I'm just taking one example of the demo pipeline. So for example, how we can generate a gene expression table from raw sequencing data. So here with the start, we can, as this is already a demonstration pipeline, so with the start, we able to upload our files. Already here we have taken the example data set from the breast cancer subtypes, that is triple negative and ER positive. And with clicking on OK, we able to upload the data. Then the different options are getting highlighted. The first option that is getting highlighted, that is under the pre-processing. So these are kind of pipelines. So here there are a number of the algorithms for each and every step. So then the next option that is here is getting highlighted like Trimomatics. So once you have upload your raw sequencing data, the next step to pre-process it, that is with the Trimomatic, we are going to remove the adapters from the raw sequencing reads. Then the next is PCR clean. So this step is done to perform any PCR duplicates in the raw sequencing reads. Once your read sequences get cleaned. The next is how we can map those reads on a reference genome. So here the different mapping algorithms is getting highlighted, and all the mapping algorithms are actually came under the different color coded, that is red. So here I am using Butai 2T, and this will map your reads on a reference transcriptome. So the next option, once we able to map our reads on a reference genome, then how we can quantify. So there's the next is under this green section. Here the different algorithms are available. So for example, here we are using RSEM. So this will actually quantify our gene expression values in the FPKM or TPM. So this is already quantifying your values in the FPKM. Then the next option that is getting highlighted, that is if you want to perform differential gene expression analysis, you can directly use this DSEC. So I'm skipping this step, and with the end you will able to complete this pipeline. So this is the pipeline. Once you're able to complete your pipeline, the next is here you will get all the outputs. So here we have different outputs, like we have the gene expression in the form of FPKM value, where the all those genes are getting already get filtered out. If the value of any gene is 0 among all the sample, then this is gene expression table with all the genes. So for example, I'm just downloading this file and can show you how this gene expression looks like. So let me just paste it in the Excel. So this is kind of the gene expression table that we able to generate it from by running that pipeline. So now I would like, this is all the one analysis pipeline. So there are the different pipelines and for the different purposes that you can run when you have access to this T-Banfo platform. Now I would like pass this session back to Dr. Mohit. So over to you, Dr. Mohit.
Thank you, Dr. Harpreet. Okay, thank you everyone for being here for this entire length of the presentation. What we wanted to discuss in this part of the presentation is that the organization page. The organization page actually is a virtual classroom that enables us give access to the forum to interact with the community and also interact with the other members of the program. And the courses are also here. So you will find all the resources at one place so that you don't get lost in this way of learning. And also the first week is about introducing you to all these platforms and all these logins at different places so that everyone gets the resources and start, kind of exploring these resources as well. So that's the purpose of doing the introductory program for 1 month, where we get an understanding of basic to advanced analytical bioinformatics by applying these and learning from the courses and the sessions. So I did wanted to kind of give an overview of the next steps. So if you are interested and still here, then maybe I can present those as well. So as we have gone through the level one, which is like the introduction to these omics technologies and learning the application through using demo pipelines, demonstration pipelines, where we have actually converted this big data into project data that you can take and learn from. Okay, so the next step is to be able to apply this. Okay, so we kind of believe that the future of biomedical discovery, research, and biotechnology is in the hands of the students and the researchers who are working now, and the people who will start their careers in the age of data and machine learning. So the purpose of doing this is to help students and faculty to adapt to data driven research strategies and develop critical analytical thinking, while making sure that that they're driven by real science and also engaged in their studies and can acquire these transferable skills that will help advance in their capabilities. So that's the purpose of doing this stepwise, level 1 to level 3. And this level 2 is what we call comprehensive bioinformatics. It's almost a 3 month or a 6 month module. Usually the way it works is through our university collaborations. So after doing the first program, and many of you are faculty and maybe interested in teaching, so all those aspects are covered in this comprehensive bioinformatics program. So as I was telling you, that the program is for 3 months to 6 months, with a group of students who wants to learn and apply these technologies into real project or data set. So we kind of do an extensive grading and evaluation throughout this process of learning, so that we kind of understand the learning and the challenges that the students are facing. So this kind of includes literature review, going through some of the courses and materials that will be shared asynchronous, as well as live sessions and videos. So the entire training is comprises of several aspects. So one of the important aspect is also to learn by yourself and to do things based on tutorials, based on courses, based on mentor sessions and guidance. So it actually gives an we have compiled over the time. So one of the objective of this program is to able to develop an independent project or gain experience from working on a project with a research team. Okay, so as I was telling you, that to be able to work on an independent project or a big data project, there has to be certain objectives. So to help you translate from learning the technology to applying the technology, we have collected a number of project examples that are there to learn from in these elaborated or specialized training courses that run for 3 to 6 months in collaboration with maybe a university or with us. So the way it works is that you go through project examples on different research areas based on your interest, and then to find a problem through a project journey. So finding a problem with a specific and focused that you're interested in, and then making it into a problem statement, and from problem statement to collecting raw data, and then to answer your problems through those data analysis steps. So this step would require you to refine the context with a specific question, and then be able to find data. So it starts with a question and then you go to a data. So that's data driven research. So and then it can be evaluated through our mentors and throughout this entire process of learning and going through this courses and research topics. So that's how it works. So if the data can actually answer the question that you're posing, then we translate to a project stage, following by like selection of methods and processing of data, preparing and organizing it for analysis, and to do exploratory analysis as first. So this kind of explains the training that kind of gives you an overview to work with publications and to work with uh, project examples that are specialized. So we have project examples in cancer biology, in cancer and different oncology research also. Like if you're looking into precision medicine and all those advanced analytical tools and how people are progressing there, and companies are coming up with innovative products to infectious diseases and viruses, and learning about origin and learning about the level of infection in different population studies. So there are several applications that we have already collected for anyone to learn and apply it for a new problem. So this entire experience, and the objective of this entire experience is is peer reviewed through this omics logic experience by presenting it to the mentors, presenting it in the conference, and getting uh, getting the reviews and feedback from experts in the field. The next level after you have come up with a proposal is the omics logic research. So this program is actually to help faculty and also to help universities. So the program is project oriented with real data sets, use studies, and examples that you saw are adopted. So you start with analysis. So you have some ideas that you are working on, and you are coming up with exploratory analysis, and then a research topic of your interest. And then we help you through these courses and how they connect to the research that we are doing through different examples, and then learning and earning a certification out of it. So with universities, we are working with faculties on their specific research interest. We are providing them bioinformatics support and data science support, and we are helping in publications and writing grant proposals to be able to come up with objectives, outcome of these research programs. So it's an alternative approach to see how you can learn from learn by doing. So learning from working on examples and then applying it to your own research. So we have some of the examples. So the research program is kind of designed to help young researchers and students to take advantage of bioinformatics resources for analysis of complex, high throughput life science data and become versed in bioinformatics, right? So here we have an example that we did our programs in the last year and this year, Dr. Chitrabrato Mal, and I want to tell you that how these courses and these technology relates to a real project. So Dr. Mal here is an assistant professor in MIT University, Kolkata, and his interest was to work on an ovarian cancer. So he wants to work with publicly available data at TCGA, and his aim is to find out alternative splicing isoforms and differentially expressed genes that can be potential biomarker for ovarian cancer. So to carry out this research, he would be using the transcriptomics section of the analytical platform that Dr. Harpreet has just shown you. So his focus will be on RNA-seq pipeline, which could produce isoform data using RSEM algorithm that just you have seen Dr. Harpreet using. So it quantifies gene expression and gives you a table of expression, and then running DE-seq2, which we kind of skipped, but we will be covering in those sessions and the courses. So this is one of the examples. Similarly, we have another example, and we have several of these examples. But to highlight our Indian collaborations, Dr. Prabuddha also wants to find out the somatic variations in the genome of Mexican versus Indian Homo sapiens, which makes the Mexicans more vulnerable to lepromatosis attack, where Indians are uh, affected by a different strain. So why this is happening at a genomic level? He has data about for WGS data, so genomic data for 1,000 genomes, and that he would be using for variant calling pipelines and using Strelka and Somatic Snipers. Those are the tools that are available in the platform, and also covered in genomics, introduction to genomics and genomics 1. So you can see that how projects can be conceptualized around these technologies, and these can be utilized by using tutorials at a research level, at a level where you want to do research and publish and present. So this is how it moves from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, and this entire training is done in collaborations with universities and institutions, and also with us in association and with our partner Tauber Bioinformatics Research Center. So I would like to thank everyone who has joined today's session and been there and listening to us and about the Omics Logic technology and application of bioinformatics in NGS and application of bioinformatics in clinical research, biomedical research. So if you're interested, you can start this journey or join this introductory program to get access to the resources and become comfortable applying these resources to different research problems of your interest, and also develop these skill sets that are important to in today's world in biomedical discovery and data science that have been in demand in all of the industry, biomedical industry, pharmaceutical industry, and henceforth. So you can reach out to us. We have Deepsha here. She's our community manager. And for program registration, you can reach out to us at marketing@pine.bio. And here I am also representing Pine Biotech and collaborating with universities and institutions to start these programs for students who can learn from these resources that we discussed today. So if a faculty is interested, if a university is interested, you can reach out to me at mohit@pine.bio. And with that, I think we would conclude today's session, and we are hoping that we will be able to meet many of you when the programs are going to start in 2021. And I wish everyone a wonderful coming year, and we'll be happy to see you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mohit, and thank you, Dr. Harpreet. I hope that we have been able to answer everyone's question. If you all have any other questions, you can always reach out to me at marketing@pine.bio or to Dr. Mohit at mohit@pine.bio. And we will be happy to answer any questions that you have. And wishing everybody an advanced Happy New Year. And thank you again for joining today's session. Hope to see you all in the next year.